Mama Winnie Mandela was a revolutionary. Most people, usually the youth or the young people around my age group, they don't know the history about Mama Winnie because most of it was not documented and most of it was suppressed by the media, was suppressed by the history books. But she was a great hero. She was a revolutionary woman. She was a strong woman who stood up for black people and who stood up for truth. So today I have a clip, one of the clips that managed to stand the test of time. I have a clip of her explaining the reason behind apartheid and how the apartheid system was designed for black people to hate white people because white people had taken everything from black people. Listen to her explain it to you.
The white man has now reduced the struggle virtually to black versus white. This is a situation that has been created for us, to which we have no choice. They have separated us completely from them and have driven us into an inevitable corner where you can only fight in the context of blackness. You can only hit back as a black because you are virtually isolated. He tells you you've got your own areas to live in. You are isolated in jobs. You are isolated in almost everything. So life has been reduced to black versus white, and that is the context of the struggle as a whole. Up to 1969, before then, up to that time, I had just been in and out of prisons. But when I was in solitary confinement for 17 months, it's hardly anything to talk about. People have lost their lives in solitary confinement. It is then that I really felt made. It is such a hard test of your ideals, and at the same time, it teaches you so much of what you stand for, your own values. Perhaps up to that stage, I had not realized the gravity of our struggle. And up to that stage, as a mother and as a black woman, I wouldn't have known what my reaction would be if I found myself in a violent situation, whether I would actually take a gun and shoot in defense of what I believed in. That is before I went in for solitary confinement. But from that experience, I can assure you, now I know what I can do in defense of my ideals. I know I can also shoot and kill as they do in defense of my country, in defense of what I believed to be a just society. That I believe in.
Winnie Mandela has suffered harassment all her adult life. She is banished to a small town hundreds of miles from a Soweto home. She is banned and under constant police surveillance.
The problem now is a fundamental problem of change. There is a feeling of urgency that this change must come. It probably is inevitable that the final solution will come through the taking up of arms between black and white. And if that is the way that the solution will come, then obviously black women will have to play their part fully in an armed struggle.
No sane person can see the South African situation being altered by anything else now. My ultimate goal is the liberation of my people. It is because I know we are going to win. It is because I also understand what the white man is fighting for. When he loses it, he will lose it forever. And what I'm fighting for, when I get it, I will get it forever.